Welcome to the Marketing Report. My name is Russell Pearson, and today we're going to be talking about careers. Census data released today from the government illustrates those careers that are on the rise and those that are on the decrease. And I'm going to illustrate what that may mean for us in the marketing space. So the careers that were on the decrease, and there's probably no surprise here, are those clerical roles, those data entry roles and those accounting roles that are more and more being done by robots. And to illustrate that, what I'm seeing from the other census, that's the Yellow Pages census, is that they are now outsourcing all their pay-per-click to an artificial intelligence company. And so most of the pay-per-click and the digital marketing that's coming out of Census currently is being done by that artificial intelligence. And what's interesting about it is that when I got a chance to see the results, I was nicely surprised that suddenly Census were actually kicking some goals when it came to their pay-per-click. So artificial intelligence is the big workhorse of the new marketing space, and something certainly to look after. So if you're actually going to be getting into the analytical side of marketing, I think there is still opportunity there for the short term, but I think the long-term game, very much like the share market game on Wall Street, is going to be ruled by those artificial intelligence warriors. So people who can work with artificial intelligence, people who can write artificial intelligence, I think there's certainly opportunity there. But those data analysts may be looking at either changing their roles or changing their position descriptions. Now, the increase that we saw in that government census data was actually in the service and support spaces. So that's everything from the service area and hospitality and training and facilitation through to support in the care industry. So that's childcare and aged care workers. Now, what does that mean for us in the marketing space? Well, it means that people still want to be taken care of by humans. So there's two areas and two thought processes for this. One of the professions that has certainly seen a decline over the last number of years is those design industries. So that's everything in the graphic design, web design space, illustration certainly, and even photography. A lot of that stuff's being outsourced to overseas, or it has been outsourced to overseas, and has been commoditized and disrupted by things like 99 Designs and Fiverr and the like. So those areas I would suggest are on the decline, and the reason I'm looking at that is because 5 or even 6 years ago, when I advertised for a design role here at Crimson Fox, what we were seeing was 200 applicants. Now we're lucky to see 20. And so finding really good talent to actually bring into the business, which is something we really want to do, is becoming more and more of a struggle. But where we are seeing opportunity is through accountable management. Accountable management of marketing is the new black. It's what everybody is looking for, and it's I guess in that scenario, the death of the consultant. No longer is it a case of coming in and just telling people what they need to be doing, but I think coming in and actually showing them how to do it, or coming in and actually doing it for them, is really where it's at for the new marketing space. So there's a word for that. It's called insourcing. And while a colleague of mine decided that she made that up the other day, I did look it up, and insourcing is a thing, and it has been a thing for quite some time. It's no longer about outsourcing the commodities, or as far as the design, web design, graphic design. It's now about insourcing the marketing management, so that we've got really good controls and really good trust and communication, that not only is the marketing doing what it's doing, but it's actually communicating that effectively with the internal stakeholders. So a really good marketing engine should be working really effectively with the sales department and certainly with the production department to make sure that we're not just bringing leads in and they're getting lost by sales, or we're bringing leads in and we can't handle the growth through growth in production. So the census data is really interesting. We're seeing rise in service and support. We're seeing a decrease in analytics and data. Same things happening in the marketing industry. We're seeing a rise on that good quality communication and management, service and support area, and a decrease as far as the human roles when it comes to data analytics. So that's all the time we have for the marketing report today. I'd love to hear what's working in your market, so send any comments or questions through to marketingreport@russellpearson.com.au, and I'll try and get back to as many people as I possibly can. Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Another big thank you to Crimson Fox Creative Studios for sponsoring this episode. You can visit them at www.crimsonfox.com.au.